The mirroring technique. How to instantly build rapport with anyone you meet. Have you ever noticed how when you meet someone for the first time and start talking with them, there are some people who seem to get along with them really well and others who don't? It might not have seemed like a big deal at the time, but the people who seem to get along with the other person better were probably using something called the mirroring technique without even realizing it. What is the mirroring technique? Simply put, the mirroring technique is a subconscious way to show another person that you understand them and that you agree with them by subtly copying their body, language, and speech patterns. When used correctly, this technique can make the other person feel more at ease around you, which makes it easier for you to build rapport and trust with them. And that's important for everything from making friends to starting a business. It's not about being fake or putting on an act. It's about making the other person feel seen and heard, which builds trust and rapport. This is a powerful tool that can help you succeed in any social situation. So if you want to learn how to make anyone feel instantly at ease with you, keep watching. How does the mirroring technique work? The mirroring technique works by taking subtle cues from the other person and then matching your own behavior to theirs. For example, if they cross their arms, you can cross your arms too. Or if they speak quickly, you can try to match their pace. By doing this, you subconsciously signal to the other person that you understand and agree with them. Of course, it's important not to overdo it. You don't want to end up looking like a creepy copycat. Just take a few subtle cues from the other person and use them to guide your own behavior. Otherwise, the other person will probably notice that you're retrying too hard to be like them, and they feel weirded out. When to use the mirroring technique? The mirroring technique can be used in any social situation where you want to build rapport with the other person. For example, if you're meeting someone new, you can use the mirroring technique to make them feel more comfortable around you. Or, if you're trying to negotiate a deal, you can use it to show the other person that you understand their point of view. Just be sure to use it sparingly, and only in situations where you want to build rapport with the other person. If you're in a group setting, for example, you may not want to mirror everyone in the room. Just pick one or two people to mirror in order to keep things subtle. How to mirror body language effectively. There are many different aspects of body language that you can mirror, such as posture, gestures, and facial expressions. However, it's important to focus on the most important cues first. This means that you should start by mirroring the other person's posture, then move on to gestures, and finally facial expressions. Mirroring the wrong cues can actually do more harm than good. For example, if you mirror someone's negative facial expressions, you'll come across as being negative yourself. That's why it is important to focus on the positive cues first, and then move on to the more subtle ones. Let us look at each one of these body language aspects you can mirror, and how to use them effectively. 1. Posture. Your posture is the first thing that people will notice about you, because it has the most obvious aspect of your body language. That's why it's important to mirror the other person's posture as soon as possible. To do this, simply copy their posture without exaggerating it. For example, if they sit up straight, you can also sit up straight. But if they slouch, you shouldn't slouch as much as them. Just copy their posture without exaggerating it. 2. Gestures. The next thing you should mirror are the other person's gestures. This is because gestures are a subconscious way of communicating our feelings. By mirroring their gestures, you're showing the other person that you understand and agree with them. For example, if they cross their arms, you can cross your arms too. Or, if they tap their fingers on the table, you can tap your fingers on the table too. Just remember to keep things subtle and only mirror one or two of their gestures. Otherwise, you'll look like a copycat. 3. Facial expressions. Finally, you should mirror the other person's facial expressions. This is the most subtle form of body language, so it should be used with caution. If you're mirroring someone's negative facial expressions, you'll come across as being negative yourself. So only mirror their positive facial expressions. For example, if they smile at a joke, you can smile too. Or if they frown when they're confused, you can frown too. Just remember to keep things subtle and only mirror one or two of their facial expressions. Otherwise, you'll look like you're mocking them. Common mistakes to avoid when using the mirroring technique. There are some common mistakes that people make when using the mirroring technique. For example, some people mirror too much. When this happens, they end up looking like a copycat and the other person will feel weirded out. So it's important to only mirror the other person's body language subtly. Another mistake is mirroring the wrong cues. For example, if you mirror someone's negative body language, you'll come across as being negative yourself. That's why it's important to focus on the positive cues and ignore the negative ones. The benefits of using the mirroring technique. The mirroring technique has been shown to improve rapport, trust, and understanding between people. By using this technique, you can make the other person feel more at ease around you, which makes it easier to build relationships and get them to agree to your requests. Additionally, the mirroring technique can help you to better understand the other person's point of view. By copying their body language, you'll be able to see things from their perspective, which will make it easier to reach an agreement. In conclusion, the mirroring technique is a powerful tool that can be used to improve your social skills and build relationships. By following the tips outlined in this article, You can use this technique effectively and build rapport with anyone you meet. Just remember to use it sparingly and only in situations where you want to build rapport. With practice, you'll be able to master the art of mirroring and become a social butterfly in no time. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever used a mirroring technique before? How did it go? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to keep learning about body language, check out my other videos on the subject. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.